Naurin. So let's take a look at your last set of essays. I know you've been working really hard over the past few days, so good job. Let's take a look at what you wrote here, the benefits and drawbacks of moving to regional locations. Here's what you wrote. Nowadays, many companies are being forced by their government to change their locations from the larger cities to the smaller ones. Whereas this shift might be considered advantageous to the local communities, it could have negative impact either on the company or the employees already working in a particular company. All right, that's really lovely. Good. Local people not really benefited more. We don't usually use this in the passive so much. You could just use active voice and you'd be fine. So local people benefit more when uh, the companies are moved to their areas, as it would create more job opportunities for them. This, however, depends on one's level of education. While highly educated or more skilled people may get a well paid job in these companies, for instance, as a manager or in the IT department, those who are less qualified or illiterate might get to work in low paying departments such as housekeeping, warehouse, or even as a writer. Okay. I don't entirely understand that. So, how does this relate to this topic? I mean, if that's the case, whether these people live in the city or whether they live in the country or whether the company itself is in the city or in the country, the same thing applies. So I don't understand why this is relevant. I mean, um, yeah, so I don't really entirely understand why you went into all this detail about this issue. It almost feels like you're going off topic here. So, let's see. You were talking about, you see, it's also an issue of central idea. What is a central idea? Well, here it looks like it's going to be more job opportunities, therefore it is beneficial. But then the rest of this paragraph just goes off in a different direction. So it's not clear to us what the central idea is. So this was, for me, not the right way to develop this to their areas, as it would create more job opportunities for them. Okay, yeah, so you could say that these are people who may have not had access to such positions, um, in a large company, and therefore it creates new job opportunities, either where there were none or where there were just kind of low level jobs in the area. Therefore, it helps boost the economy of these regions as people with different skill levels, et cetera, are employed. So that would have been a little more logical than the way you did this here. Okay. All right. So on the other hand, now also hold on a second. You just talked about the employees themselves, but you didn't talk about any benefits to the company. I mean, aren't there any? So that was another thing, or maybe even the society. I already talked about some jobs and infrastructure also increasing and improving as a result of this. So I wasn't really happy with the way this was developed. Okay. All right. So on the other hand, this switch of place might have some drawbacks, not only for the companies, but for the workers already employed there as well. Companies might have to reduce the selling cost per unit as prices in the small cities are generally lower as compared to the larger ones. For example, the price of children's apostrophe S garments is very high, but one can get similar clothes at a cheaper rate in the small city of Gujarat. As far as the workers are concerned, they may have to commute a long distance to get to their workplace. Consequently, some of them have to resign, as traveling on a daily basis might be expensive for them, and they have to find a new job in their own city from where the company has been shifted. Fine, that was good. In summary, moving a company from the large location to the smaller one can be beneficial for the people residing in small cities, but it may have some disadvantages for the company or its employees without the apostrophe. That's fine. So I really wasn't really happy with this paragraph, but the rest of it I thought you did a nice job with. On the whole, very good, good grammar, good language, all of it was nice. So yes, but this again, more on topic. Let's talk about your relative coming to stay with you. Dear Ozma, how have you been, my dear? We are finally getting a chance to enjoy our time together thanks to your plan of spending your vacation with me in Lahore. Unfortunately, I'll be busy conducting, not in, get rid of the in. I'll be busy conducting a training session in the afternoon and can't pick you up at the airport. So you could either come to my place directly by a taxi or can take bus number 32 from the airport's bus stop, Allama Iqbal Town Station, my home stop. Once you reach home, you don't need to use this tense. I appreciate you're trying to do it. You did a nice job of it, but you don't need to do this once you would have reached home. Like it's like this theoretical future perfect. You don't really need to do all of this. It would be much more natural to say, once you reach home, you can easily find my spare keys to the entrance door under a red flower pot placed along the left side of the wall. And that's fine. You could get some rest till the evening, as I'll be back home by 6:30 p.m. Then we could go to any of your favorite restaurants, such as Bundukan, Yasser Brost, or Bonfire. Later at night, we might go for a movie at the newly opened Cinepack Cinema, as they also offer late night shows, so managing time won't be a problem for us. Okay, I'm really excited and really looking forward to meeting you soon. Best wishes. Okay, so this on the whole was okay. It was fine. You did this, that's fine. Now, look at this. Give suggestions. This is really important because what are they testing here? They're testing your ability to use the language of suggestion. So, how do we suggest things? Perhaps we could. Maybe we could. Why don't we this? So, you need to use all of this language. It's functional language. And so, it's really important that you know how to use this functional language in a letter. What you wrote here sounded more like a plan and less like a suggestion. So what you could have said is this: you could get some rest until the evening, as I'll be back home by 6:30. Then we could go to any of your favorite restaurants later at night. If you would like, we could go for a movie. Okay? That's the kind of language you need to use here. So, yeah, this is fine for the most part, but you do have to be careful about that one issue. Okay, and then this is your bonus essay, I presume. Let's see. All right, fine. So documents in the taxi. Let's see what you said. Dear sir, I'm writing to inform you that I forgot some important papers in your taxi on the 9th of February 2022 while I was traveling from my home at Allama Iqbal Town to Al Falah Bank Limited. These were enclosed in a transparent file with my name, Naurin Shaukat, mentioned on it in black. You don't need to say black color. You just say not even mentioned, but written in black. That would be okay. Included is an application of my student loan, approval letter from the dean of my institute, and a copy of my university's journal. These papers are important to me as I am a student and have to apply for student loans in the above mentioned bank at the earliest. All the essential required documents were in that file that was left in your taxi. The last date of application is the 28th of February 2022. I would like you to look for the file with a similar description in your taxi, and if you could find it, could you please call me at this? I will come to you and pick it up anytime. I'm looking forward to meeting you soon. Not meeting you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. Yours faithfully. Okay, I thought that was fine. You covered it. You gave good details. You answered all of the questions that were given to you in the prompt. So it's a good letter on the whole. I was pretty happy with this. Okay. All right, Noreen. So you've got a couple more days before your exam. I thought you said it was the 15th. That's how I remember it, at least. Do you want to sign up for some more essay corrections? Do you want to just review what we've done so far? The choice is yours. Let us know either way. Do let me know how you do in your exam. I'm really, really curious to hear how it goes. And if you need anything else from any of us here at the site, just let us know, okay? Best of luck to you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.